Hey everyone, welcome to part 4 of our Twitter overview. This is going to be the last section that we do, so hopefully by the end of this you guys are ready to sign up to Twitter and start using it at a comfortable level. Today we're going to focus on this settings section, we'll get into the settings section, but we're going to deal with this drop down menu right here. And let's start with sign out. Now obviously if you sign out, it means you log out and you can't use Twitter anymore. So you can do that if you want. You can stay signed in if you want. Help is pretty much like any other help section on a website. You can go on there, you can search for stuff that you have if you have a problem. But usually, that search is long and it can be solved if you just ask, someone you know, or you can email us at info@digitallysocialnow.com. You can go to Google and search for it. But, Twitter offers a help section, so if you want to use it, go ahead. Switch to old Twitter. Twitter, up till about a few months ago, used to look like this. So it had these great big margins that were great for graphic design and branding for your Twitter account, but had no real great Web 2.0, or didn't have as great a Web 2.0 usage and function as the new Twitter. Because, as you can see when I click over to here, and it loads up, you can click on all of these tweets and something comes up. So everybody that's said something about Gary Vaynerchuk in the last little while, it comes up if they've mentioned him, or just other stuff that Gary V's talked about. Sometimes it brings up a word or words that people have been talking about in that. Say, if I showed you Roger Ebert's and scroll down, it said tweets containing the world, right? So this new Twitter offers so much more communication functionality, and I think it's great that they switched over. But some people still use the old Twitter. So, it's really up to you what you want to do. If you want a simple version of Twitter, use it until they, force you to do new Twitter. Let's get into the settings. You start on the account tab. The account tab is basically the information that you entered in when you first signed up. So you got name, username, email. You actually can now choose which language you want. So if English isn't your first language, you can choose from any of the other ones here. You can choose your time zone, your tweet location, which we're not going to get into right now. It can be for the miscellaneous video. Same with tweet media and HTTPS only. But I'd like to address something right now. I said earlier that you can't be private on Twitter, really, and I guess that's a lie. You can protect your tweets. I don't recommend it. I think you should want people to get to know who you are, but if you're the type of person that really likes privacy, although I think it defeats the purpose, you can click protect my tweets, and then anybody that wants to follow you, you have to approve them. So if that's something that you really, 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 really want, go for it. But you're not going to get as great of communication with other people as you would like, I think. Communication needs to go both ways. It can't just be a one-way street. So I would say keep that off, keep tweet privacy off, and see how it goes for you. Now let's move on to password. Password just allows you to change your password. Mobile, you can enter your number here, but I don't recommend this. What I recommend is getting a smartphone if you don't have one already, and downloading the Twitter app and using that on your phone. In fact, I think you should just use your Twitter app over using your laptop if you had one or the other, because you'll have your phone on you more than you will be having your laptop on you for the most part. So that's what I recommend, is getting a smartphone and using the Twitter app. Don't bother with this section here. Notifications. It allows you to receive emails when people start following you, or when you get a direct message, or if you want the email newsletter. We usually get our scoop just looking it up and getting it off of Twitter, of like what's going on with Twitter. But if you want, you want the inside scoop of what's going on Twitter, you can just click that on. You have that option when you first sign up to do it too. Profile, we've already kind of gone over in when we did the profile section in part 3, but this is the back end. So this is where you would go if you want to change your picture, your name, location, web, and bio. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Now we'll get into design. And remember when I talked about branding? This is where you would go to change up your branding. So, and I really recommend that you go the distance, spend a little bit of money, and get a custom background created. You can choose one of these generic themes, and that's okay, but to set yourself apart from the crowd, and so that people constantly just see your branding, especially online where a lot of people are going, I'd recommend getting a custom background made for Twitter and made for YouTube, and while we're at it, for your Facebook fan page, getting a welcome tab created. So just, yeah, like a welcome landing page. But if you don't have the money, you can always go to Themelian, or you can choose one of these self or Twitter made backgrounds, and then you can always change the design colors that you want. I'm not going to do that here because I'm happy with how our page looks, but you know, it's up to you. You can click on it and it brings up a hexadecimal color box, and you can just, you know, change the color of your background, your text, your links, your sidebar, and your sidebar border, and then just hit save changes, and whatever those changes are, they happen right away. And you know what, honestly, that's pretty much it. Connections will do in that miscellaneous as well. So honestly, that's pretty much it for Twitter. It's not as scary as you thought it was, right? So here's my challenge. Why not sign up? Just test it out for a while. You know, and if it doesn't work for you once, try it again. And if it doesn't work for you a second time, try it one more time. Hopefully by the third time you get the hang of it and you think that Twitter is awesome like we do. If not, you know what, you tried your best, and you know, and you can't fault us for wanting you to be a part of it. But if Twitter's not for you, it's not for you. We just thought that we'd give you an overview of what it's like so it's not as overwhelming when you sign up. If you have any questions, email us at info@digitallysocialnow.com or leave us a comment underneath this video. Have a great day.